going to be showing you how I sew down the cap. So first I have not stitched on the brim. It's created, but I haven't stitched it on. I find the center of the, sorry, I got my toddler here. First, I find the middle. There's three triple crochets here. I do the center one, and I pin it down to the point here. And on the other side, I find the center triple crochet. And I also pin it down to this point, okay? Oh, sorry. I find the center double crochet and pull it down to this point. See the center double crochet and pin it down to this point. And then I go and find the center of the actual ball cap, right? Sorry, I'm trying to make it so you guys could see that line. I know this is the center, right? And then I find the center stitch here. And that's where I'm going to be attaching my thread, okay? So that's what we have going on back here. There's going to be scrunching. That's just how this goes. So I also think it's a good idea to unbuckle this while you do it. That just seems to be the thing. Let me, where's the triple crochet? That is not the triple crochet. This is the center triple crochet. And we're going to pin that down to there. Okay. So now we're going to pick a side to go down. We have the center attached to the center. You don't have to be a perfect seamstress. I start with doing the needle towards me. You could do it away from you. But I have this, the loop. I put the needle through the loop and pull it. Okay? If you have a better way, please do it. If you're a seamstress, I sew, but I wouldn't say I am good at terminology or whatever, but again, put the loop over the needle, pull it through. I would do 1 to 2 of these per stitch. Right now, I think I'm just doing kind of 1 per stitch. It just depends on how tight and clean you want your stitches to look. But each stitch, put it over, pull it through, and then I give it a little tug that way, so it could be nice and clean in there. I should use a different thread to help you guys see, but I want the thread to match. Which would be fun too, like if you're really good stitches, to have like whatever color patch you could use that thread to make it stand out. You could go over it multiple times with different colors threads. I mean, get creative. I love being creative with stuff like this. I actually might do that for the visor. Also, if you have a visor but you only have a visor and you don't want to buy any other materials, but you want to make a hat, I'm going to show you. You could do that too. It's really not that hard. You can also just turn the hat, because using 3 strands, it holds its shape pretty well. What happened? Did you paint your thumb green? Okay, so as I'm coming to this corner, I really want to make sure that that 3rd triple crochet is going to be the corner stitch. Okay. There it is. Oops. Okay, corner stitch, the triple crochet, put the thread over the loop. Okay, so now we have that curve. And that is where I have, after on this last row, slip stitch, slip stitch, single crochet, half double crochet, and slip stitch, single crochet, half double crochet, double crochet, triple crochet, triple crochet, triple crochet, and that gives it the necessary curve that it needs. So that's that side. Then we can keep coming along this side. I do it until I get to the brim. You just want to stretch it out though. So stretch it how it needs to be stretched. Pin it down. You want to pin it down to where the corner meets the cap, because that's where you're going to end up stitching the brim onto. If you feel that you want to put the brim on first, I've done it both ways. I just feel like, yes, baby. I see your pink and I see your colors on your face. Oh my gosh, you guys. Try it out how you prefer, but I prefer not putting the brim on. I feel like I just liked it better. Okay, so then we're gonna keep going. Yes, baby. Is it nap time or you hear me talking to my people? So with it stretching, I'm gonna go to 2 stitches. I'm gonna go to 2 stitches for each stitch because I want it to, with you stretching them, they're just a little bit longer, you know what I mean? So I'm going along the sides where I have to stretch the crochet stitches more. I'm gonna stitch 2 of them per crochet stitch. So for this stitch here, oh my goodness, I'm sorry you guys, I'm out of frame. For this stitch here, I'm gonna go 1, 2. I am so sorry that I'm out of frame. I don't have a lot of time, as you can see, with my toddler. So I'm gonna keep going along the side. This pin really needs to sit. Oh no! Did you drop something? Just make sure you keep tugging it to make sure it has its stretch where you need it to have its stretch. Oh my gosh, you guys, she's a mess. She's messing with washable markers. So if you know, you know. It's definitely gonna need a bath. It's like they always do so much too when you're trying to get things done, especially when she sees me doing content. And I try to do my content when she's napping, but that's just not always possible, right? Sometimes you gotta get stuff done. But she's in her chair, she's coloring, she's happy, she's safe. We're both creating as the divine feminine creators that we are. And that's all I got for this morning. That is all I got for this morning. So to tie this off again, I am so not a professional, but I'm going to go back into the thread, back over the loop, and just do your best to try to make a knot. I really wish I could get closer up, but I just keep going over it, over the knot, and then I'm gonna clip it, make another knot. I literally had just enough thread to do this side, which was convenient. is secure. You can knot as many times as you need to feel secure. So now this whole side is stitched in, baby. Yeah, she's really about to act up. So now we're gonna go back to this middle part, right? Start the stitch here, work it down to the middle triple crochet. Then we're going to stretch the side of the brim, I mean not the side of the brim, but the side of the cap. Put a pin to where you're gonna want it. And then you're gonna stitch this part down too, just like I showed you. I'll probably do it again because I honestly may have been blocking it that whole time, right? Okay. I hope that's better. Okay, so let's do this side because it is, as you guys can hear, nap time. And let's do this part, and then we'll come back and stitch down the brim. And we'll start adding some fun stuff to it. I want to see you guys get creative with these. I always like to, this is the blueprint, you know? The blueprint, you can, once you see kind of how to mold it, you can use one piece of yarn if you want. You can use 2 pieces of yarn. You can kind of adjust things to where you think it would be best. But this is my way that I found doing things. I've seen other people doing it, and when I really want to do something, I always like to kind of just freehand it and see how I would do it. Like, you know, in crochet or art period, once you kind of see the gist of something, or you know the basics of something, you can figure out how to do it yourself once you've been doing it for a while. But it is fun to see other people's ways, and when you're a beginner, it's fun to see, you know, people who you enjoy watching doing it. So that's why, like, I know some artists, fiber artists and artists alike, don't like doing things that other people have already done. But yeah, I encourage you to put your own thing on it. If there's something that you can add to make it unique, do that, because you never know who's watching you and who just prefers learning from you. I have been learning that quite a bit myself. So I'm just putting the loop through. If you are not familiar with sewing, you can copy me. If you're familiar and want to do these stitches a different way, even use your sewing machine, at least for the back, probably would be easier. The brim, with it being so thick, highly unrecommended. But if you have a sewing machine and you're well versed in it and you want to do the back and the sides of the cap on the sewing machine, go for it. I have like 3 sewing machines here at my mom's house, and they all function differently. I would love a new sewing machine. Taking donations for a new sewing machine. Just gonna put that out into the universe. Manifest myself a new sewing machine. Because I am a fiber artist, I don't just do crochet. My business actually started with tie-dye. And I do like to sew and create clothes and also crochet. I haven't got into knitting. I just haven't got into it, and also don't feel a connection to learn at the moment. Okay, so here is the center triple crochet. Can you guys see that? This little bug. Oh great. I went over the lip of the thing. We are filling right next to my plants, so there's the whole summertime. Bugs are finding their way in. Okay, so we got that done. Now we have the back part finished, which is, that's how that looks. It scrunches up in there, but when you put it on, it fits really well. So that's kind of just how that works when making these. Sorry, I'm making these hat covers. It's getting a little scrunchy, but yeah, when you put the hat on, I've thought about opening it up more because I have 4-row increases. Maybe 5 rows of increases would give it a little more room. But so far as the fit, I really like it like this. For somebody with a bigger size head, highly recommended doing 5 rows of increases. So I'm going to, okay baby, I'll get your purple top. I'm gonna finish this side of the hat and then I'm gonna meet you guys back to stitch down the brim.